Time for another one of my feedback videos where I go through the comments of a previous video and read over what you have to say. So a little context, this video is in regarding to low animal counts in Red Dead Online, and Rockstar finally became aware of this after 6 out of 7 of the dailies on Monday happened to revolve around animals. And needless to say, a lot of people complained to Rockstar because, well, surprise, surprise, they couldn't find any animals to do the daily challenges with. So Rockstar sent out this tweet on Monday from Rockstar Support. We are aware of player reports of low animal counts in Red Dead Online while playing in certain sessions. It's hard not to laugh reading that part. We are currently working on a fix and will provide an update as soon as we have more information. So that was roughly just about almost, 2 days ago? Let's just say 2 days ago. So far, nothing from them regarding this issue. But you think they would be aware of this already. And it's, like we've mentioned before, it's not certain sessions. So we're going to go to my low animal counts video. By the way, thank you so much as always to all of you that take the time to watch my videos and live streams, as well as those of you that leave likes. Okay, so let's do this. We got Zek by animals. Do you mean those things that show up in abundance during sessions and missions with low player counts? Yeah, those things. Yeah, those things. Next, let's go to Blue Nova Corgi. Rip to all those hamsters running through those wheels trying to keep the servers running, right? Poor hamsters. Poor hamsters. Karunzi, it's not only the animals that are affected by player count. All free roam events are affected by this issue. As soon as a session has less than 15 players, treasure hunters spawn, camp raids spawn, animals spawn, ambushes spawn, gang handouts spawn, etc. It's a sad situation. Thank you for the rant. I needed this. Well, technically it wasn't a rant. It was kind of sort of a rant. It was rant-ish. Kind of. I don't know. But, yeah. No. Hello, no. In Rockstar's mind, as long as the new PC players keep buying gold bars, they don't need to fix any problems in the game. Well, I don't know how many gold bars they're actually buying. But Lothos, let's see, Lothos says, it's been a problem for months. Any session over 15 players, no animals. I've not logged onto a server yet and seen animals in months on PS4. Fashion, I couldn't get a single animal to complete the dailies, and I'm on a 269 daily streak. Luckily, I had other dailies to fall back on, like the roll dailies, fortunately. So I did give Rockstar Support a piece of his mind. Let's see, next let's go to Paul Daniels. Let's see, I'm a night owl, so usually I'm on when the dailies roll over. My first thoughts were, they fixed it. B, they're trolling us. F out of me. It was B. Now I'm wondering if fixing the animals will cause collectibles not to spawn. Shaking my head. So sad. This is my favorite game of all time. Let's see, Bill, the collector nerf and the animal extinction happened at pretty much the same time. Let's see, Ruggedly Handsome. I knew right when I saw the dailies that people were going to blow up. Me too. Pretty much, me too. It's a huge slap in the face while simultaneously kicking you in the balls and pouring salt on the open wound. Slow clap. Way to go, Rockstar. Way to go. Let's see, Mike. I love the view from the top of Mount Soapbox. Once again, this was technically not a rant. I know it felt like a rant, but it can't be a rant if it doesn't say rant in the thumbnail, and if I don't say, climbing back upon Mount Soapbox for another rant. But if you guys want to think it's like a proto-rant, I guess it's a proto-rant. I don't know, a rant-ish. Let's see, same spot this time tomorrow for a pleasant conversation about the persistent posse bugs and issues. Oh yeah, and disconnects. Next, let's go to Ice Cold Riddler. This stems kind of on why they didn't add animals to Grand Theft Auto Online due to the frequency of players in one game and the frame rate plays into some. Like if you put too many in one session, add animals, there must be some kind of coding they have set that animals count much more than your regular NPC or something. It's mainly all about coding and FPS part mainly. I think the PC gamers and the tech that you have on PC handle more graphic and FPS than platforms. But it being Red Dead Online, they have no choice but to put animals in online because it's Red Dead. No other reason. We'll see. Hopefully they find a solution to the platform. And it's a solution that we've been telling them. I mean, you go to the Twitter, you go to videos, you go to the feedback, the petition. The solution is pretty obvious. All they have to do is, like some of you say, just drop the lobby population to 15 players max, and animals will actually spawn. Let's see, Nathaniel. Let's see, what's up, Nathaniel? Well, at least they're now working on the fix. Probably enough people reported it. And if they actually made an impact in Reddit Online's economy or something, so Rockstar had to address it. And going back real quick to something that Ice Cold Riddler said. In Grand Theft Auto Online, it is unfortunate that they didn't add the animals, but as you pointed out, I agree. It makes more sense, and it's more necessary for the animals to exist in Red Dead Online than Grand Theft Auto Online. I would like to have some sea life, though, like, you know, the killer whales, the dolphins, and the sharks, so maybe eventually they'll at least add sea life to Grand Theft Auto Online. Let's see, Red Ronin, I can't be convinced that Rockstar didn't know about this issue when it started. Yeah, I'm calling BS on that one as well, which was the Frontier Pursuits update. They broke the game, and either you've been unable to fix it, simply don't care about it, have a game-breaking issue that will go on for a better part of a year. Yeah, Rockstar does simply seem to have their priorities in order. Like, if it's some douchebag content creator that's doing, like, gold money glitches, then Rockstar will jump in and they'll fix that right away. But if it's actual legit issues in the game that's been going on for a while now, like the disconnects, camp not pitching properly, or the animals in this case in point, then now they're aware of it. Wow, amazing. See, Mark G, the problem definitely exists in PC. I've resorted to private sessions where animals are spawning everywhere. Yeah, I know there's some tricks to get in a private session, and they really do need to add different lobby types. That's another thing that Rockstar could seriously consider doing. Black Sabbath, it's been months without animals, and in all sessions. Yep, all sessions. Even on PC it happens. I'm fortunate enough where it doesn't happen to me as much on PC, but it still occurs. Let's see, Martin, hit Rockstar where it hurts than the most, and they might start doing something about the issues. Boycott the microtransaction. No one buy gold bars. I will not support a broken-ass game. And that's one way you could affect them. And the other way is to simply just not buy gold bars altogether. But if the game was actually running properly and not having any issues, and people were actually able to play it, then I don't really have an issue with people getting gold bars, especially if they don't feel like grinding for the daily challenges. You know, it's their money. They have a right to spend it whichever way they so choose. But at the same time, I don't think Rockstar deserves any of our money at the moment, especially over all these ongoing problems. So Dan, well, I mean, at least they finally acknowledged the issue. Maybe we'll get it fixed sooner rather than later. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep playing single player whenever I want to get my cowboy on. Exactly. Let's see. Toast Track Man. Laughing my ass off. Love the soapbox rants. They're not rants. It has to say rant for it to be a rant. Maybe I should have just made that a rant, right? But as soon as they get it fixed, every fecker will be hunting animals to extinction just to catch up on their losses. There'll be nowhere left to hunt in peace, so we'll piss off back to fishing and give Rockstar grief about the lack of fish. You stick to the man, GB. Give him hell. Well, thank you, Toast Track Man, once again. It's not a rant. Okay, so maybe it was kind of a rant. Let's see, One Fast Duster. Let's see, Yukon Nick plus Hunting Wagon, no problem. Still fix the game, Rockstar. Yeah, so that's one of the solutions. A lot of people were like, well, okay, so which legendary bounty should we try? And One Fast Duster is correct. I would say the best one to do is the Yukon Nick legendary bounty. Don't even bother with the bounty itself. And if you happen to have a hunting wagon, instead of spawning in the bounty wagon, spawn in the hunting wagon. Commandeer an NPC horse whenever you get to the spot you want to hunt at, and then just, you know, hunt to your heart's content. And once you're done, either finish the legendary bounty or just exit the bounty altogether. Let's see, Eldavo, great vid as always, GB. Thank you, Eldavo. Just finished Red Dead Redemption 2 story for the 4th time. I think it's time to start with online. Well, hopefully by the time you get into online, Eldavo, the problems will be fixed. You may want to play through Red Dead Redemption story a 5th time, Eldavo. Maybe by then, the problems will be resolved. Maybe a 6th time. Next, Ian. So basically, you're roasting Rockstar for acknowledging the animal spawn issue and that they're going to focus on it. So lose-lose situation for them, according to you. Nothing they can do to get on the right path. I'm condoning their late response to it, no. But you're just getting angry at everything. For one thing, Ian, They are just now acknowledging it, and this issue has been going on for months and months and months. So, yeah, I think the community has a right to be angry about it because they've completely ignored it till now, and they're acting like this is a problem that just happened. And it's not a problem that just occurred, nor is the camp pitch issue, nor is disconnects and game crashes. These are problems that have been going on for quite a while now. And it took the daily, with 6 out of 7 of the dailies being animal related, and enough people angry at Rockstar, tweeting them and sending them feedback for them to finally send out an official response. And there's been 2 updates. There's been the Frontier Pursuits update, there's been the Moonshiners update, and there's been several patches in between. And yet still, the animal spawn issue persists, and you need animals for the trader update. You also need the camp for the trader update, and you need animals for these dailies, like the ones on Monday. So, yeah, I think they deserve a little roasting. Let's see, Johnny Metal. Hold on, GeauxBurns. What? That's not how I spell my name. Look, if you have trouble spelling the name, just put GB. You know, you can just call me GB, Johnny. That's fine. Hold up a second. I've been getting replies from Rockstar since September saying that they'll look into this, which actually makes this worse. Yeah, some people have mentioned that they've gotten the same copy-pasted response regarding the animal spawns. So this is not something they're just now aware of, contrary to what some may think. They've probably been aware of this for a while now, but it's only because a huge chunk of the community were finally fed up after Monday when they started tweeting Rockstar and sending them feedback more than usual, because I'm sure they get enough of that already, but a higher volume, where they finally felt like they had no choice but to respond to us. And they've always been last and slow to respond to things. They need to do a better job of it for both Grand Theft Auto Online and Red Dead Online, especially when there's problems. Let's see, Michelle. Hey, Michelle. I stopped playing online a while ago because of this. Exactly. And like I mentioned, these are problems that have been going on in the game for quite a while now. It'd be one thing if the animal spawns were only happening for like a week. But it's been much, much longer than a week. Big Mule, why is it when you do moonshine goods delivery missions that there's so many animals spawning? That's a very good question, Big Mule. Next, let's go with Wayward 1. No way! I got the same reply, exactly word for word in my ticket to them about animal spawns. When I asked further, saying this is an automated response, they cannot tell me a time frame, but asked that I be patient, laughing my ass off. What a joke they are. So this is nothing new. It's just a typical copy-paste response, and instead of sending it privately to a player that filed a ticket with Rockstar support, they decided just to send it en masse to everybody. Let's see, David, gee, they nerfed all the large animals in legendary bounty missions. I tried 4 lobbies, nothing bigger than the fox, any of them. Let the community know. Thanks for trying. See you next Sunday. Thanks for letting us know, David. I hope that that's not the case, and if that is completely BS, Rockstar, especially when you have players trying to get animals, whether through a legendary bounty like Yukon Nick or through Land of Opportunities, highly illegal, highly immoral, and you're going to go in and nerf that when we're just trying to come up with ways to actually get these animals and, you know, stock them in our hunting wagons and do dailies? Okay. Good job, Rockstar. Bill's Shamrock, certain sessions, Lamau. Archangel, we are currently working on a fix. 5 years later, we're currently working on a fix. Basically. Knights Tristan, it's because of that petition. By the way, the petition is still going on. If you all want to sign it, I'll go ahead and link it in the description section and check it out. If you want more information about the petition, I did do a video about it. I really don't know if it's... I know some people have mentioned that. Maybe that's one thing, or maybe at the very least the petition has helped, you know, get more people actively, like, tweeting Rockstar and sending them feedback along with signing the petition in order to get their attention. So I really don't know. But anyways, moving on to Lee. Dude, paragraphs, Lee. I'm not going to read this novel because paragraphs, but I understand your frustration, Lee, and I hope that this helped get your anger and frustration off your chest. All right, Paul, Mount Soapbox, once again. We didn't go up on Mount Soapbox. Maybe I should have. I don't know. But finally, OG Bomb, guess which platform don't have any problems with animal spawns? The Stadia. Quote, we know about the issues with animal spawns. Next week, new poncho and a Canadian goose hat. A Canadian goose hat, you say? Well, all's forgiving, Rockstar. Needless to say, the consensus from Lee to everybody else, with one or two exceptions, is about the same. We're fed up with the issues that continue to plague the game for months and months. And a lot of these problems didn't just appear a couple days ago, or a week ago, or a month ago. They have been ongoing. And the community, while very faithful, very loyal, and we want this game to succeed, at the same time, there's only so much that we're willing to take before we have enough. And we start venting our frustrations towards Rockstar. Because at the end of the day, they're responsible for this game's success or failure. And that is what happened on Monday, the day of Infinity, when players went into Reddit Online to do their dailies, and 6 out of 7 of them happened to be revolved around animals, and yet a lot of players were unable to do those dailies because, surprise, surprise, there were no animals in their lobby. Case in point, Monday night on PS4, as an experiment, I rode around the map looking for animals, and I ended up jumping lobbies at least 3 times. And all 3 times, I was in a lobby of over 15 people, ranging from like 17 to like 20, 24 people. And during the first hour, I was lucky to come across, I think, one-star deer and maybe 1 chicken. That was it. And finally, before midnight, I would say about an hour before midnight, whenever the dailies would switch over, midnight Central Time, I finally managed to get into a lobby of 15 players, and then a smaller lobby than that. And surprise, surprise, to my shock and amazement and all, there be animals in lobbies that had at the most 15 players or less. So once again, we're giving you a solution, Rockstar, to this issue. You're saying you're going to fix it. Well, 2 ways you can fix it. First off, cut down your lobby population to 15 players max, because things seem to work better in the game when there's less players per lobby. So cut it down to 15 players, and also consider giving us different lobby types. This is something we've been asking about since the launch of Red Dead Online Beta. You had different lobby types in Grand Theft Auto Online as well as Red Dead Redemption Multiplayer. Why do we not have different lobby types in Red Dead Online as well? So, Rockstar, you need solutions to fix your issues with your game? Well, there you go. You're welcome. Cut the lobbies down to 15 players max. And while you're at it, please seriously consider giving us different lobby types. I, like so many of you in the community, are very loyal to Red Dead Online. We want this game to succeed. We want it to thrive. We want to be able to enjoy it for years to come. But it's kind of hard to enjoy the game when it has all these problems. What's sad is before Rockstar posted that tweet, which obviously several of you have pointed out that you have personally gotten prior to Rockstar posting their copy pasta tweet regarding the low animal counts in Red Dead Online, I was under the optimistic impression that they actually were working behind the scenes on fixing the issues in the game. But the fact that they put this out there, this tweet, makes me start to think otherwise. And it makes me very concerned for the future of Red Dead Online. Are they actually working behind the scenes to fix the animal spawn issue, the camp pitch, the disconnects, and all the other problems that persist in Red Dead Online? Or have they just basically been like, yeah, all is fine, everything is awesome, we're just focusing on the next update, and we're going to throw the next update out, problems, bugs, glitches, and all, in order to try and get as many gold bars and money out of our community's pockets as we possibly can. It just doesn't make any sense to me that they are currently working on a fix regarding the low animal counts when that has been a problem, as a lot of you have pointed out time and time again, for many, many months now. So if they're just now aware of this problem and just now currently working on a fix for this problem. Are they just now working on a fix for the disconnects or for the camp pitch problem that they claim to have fixed in the Moonshiners update? They even had it in the freaking newswire that it was fixed. Well, guess what? Whatever you fixed got unfixed because it's happening again. Now, there was a service maintenance today. By the time of you watching this video, most likely it's done for the cloud saves as well as PlayStation 4. I hope that the service maintenance actually does something to fix Red Dead Online, but it was specifically for PS4 and not Xbox One, which also has the same problems, as well as to another degree over on PC. So I sincerely hope that maybe, just maybe, the petition and all the backlash Rockstar got Monday over, the daily issue regarding low animal counts was a kick in the butt, an eye-opener for them to make them realize that they've got to seriously do something because they're pissing off a huge chunk of their community, and people are leaving this game every single day to go elsewhere. And there's a very scary possibility that a lot of them may not come back even when it comes to the spring update, probably sometime in mid to late March. Maybe they'll come back by then. Maybe the game will be better before then. Hopefully so. But every single day that the community has to deal with this nonsense, patch after patch, and we still have problems in the game, the community starts to bleed. And when we present you with solutions like different lobby types and reducing the size of the lobbies to 15 players max, and you ignore them because you think that there's some other way to fix the game, and yet you put out a patch that doesn't fix the game, it's clear that you're not listening to the community, Rockstar. If that's the case, what is the point of the feedback page? What is the point of any communication between you and us if you're just going to continue to give us shitty event weeks as well as drip-fed clothing and a roll or two in the future with more bugs, glitches, and issues, and only to make the game worse? Anyways, apologies for rambling. It's just, as most of you know, we're getting kind of frustrated with these. I would prefer, fun videos, like talk about various ideas for future roles and content for Red Dead Online. But unfortunately, these problems persist. But have you noticed over the past few days any improvement whatsoever when it comes to the animal count in the game? In, of course, certain sessions. Is it better? Is it about the same? Is it worse? And is there a correlation between it and the size of the lobby you happen to be in? And that's something I'm looking at more and more lately. Like, if there's tons of animals, I quickly look at players and like, oh, there's at the most 15 players, or there's like 10 players or less. Gee, I wonder if there's a connection there. So your thoughts, your views and opinions, and what you have seen so far when it comes to the animal counts thus far over the past 2 days. As always, welcome below in the comment section.